All right, let's get into the weekly watch report where we talk about things we watched this week. A weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday. So I have now finished season 2 of How I Met Your Mother, and I have to say I like season 1 a lot better than season 2. There are certain points in season 2 where I am so fucking annoyed, I have to be completely honest. Like, I've had to fast forward through some episodes. I'm still going to continue watching because I still very much like it, but I liked this season less than I liked season 1. Don't know. I didn't look much into that, if that's an unpopular opinion or not.
How many seasons are there?
There's like 8 or 9, I think. There's a ton of seasons.
Yeah.
But
there's some crazy twists.
9.
9. There are some crazy twists as you keep going.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
But this one I just was getting annoyed.
Yeah.
So I will give this a B- season 2.
Okay.
But I'm still going to continue watching because now I'm attached.
Yeah.
I started Sterling Point.
Yeah.
People are going nuts over the show on Amazon Prime. I'm only 2 episodes in. I'm hoping it picks up in a way that will make me fall in love with the show that it seems like everyone else has fell in love with this show. I don't want to hear the off-campus, oh, it's as good as off-campus or whatever, because off of my first 2 episode watch, I don't feel attached to it in a way that I felt attached to off-campus. That might change.
Yeah.
Because I'm only 2 episodes in, and I am interested. I do think there's some good twists already, but I'm hoping it picks up because people are fucking going.
Yeah, I know they're raving about it. I have to
it.
watch it. I was like, there was so much good stuff that came out this weekend, and then of course, like, you know, a wedding weekend, I didn't have 1 second to watch anything.
Right, and like initial viewing, I think it's Mark Ruffalo's son actually.
Yes.
He is such an annoying character, like right from the beginning.
Yeah,
but I think
I've
maybe
seen that.
it probably gets better.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give it right now a B. I know we're going to post people like, how are you giving Sterling Point a B? Just the first 2 episodes. I haven't,
you haven't
finished
the whole thing.
watching.
Yeah.
I put on Devil Wears Prada 2. I shut it off.
Oh. Damn, really?
It didn't catch me.
Okay. Fair. I'm not going to argue with you about it.
It didn't, I wasn't looking
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
It just didn't catch me. So
Okay.
I can't even grade it. I just
Yeah.
have to mention that I did put it on.
How much of it did you watch?
Like
you
a
think?
half hour.
Okay, so not a lot.
I mean,
A
that's
half
probably-
hour is enough
how long
time
is
to
it?
be
You
like,
think?
am I into this movie or not into
You
this
think?
movie?
Oh.
Let's see it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's
It's
not
a
that long.
2-hour
It's
It's only
movie.
2 hours.
But like if you're a half
Normally,
hour
I
in,
think like you got to get halfway, you know?
I was a half hour in. I said,
Yeah.
Damn, it did pretty well on Rotten Tomatoes.
it did. People loved it. I
Yeah.
was kind of bored.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I just think the first one is so good that it just like didn't need this. I was annoyed that Miranda didn't know Anne Hathaway. I'm like, what do you
she didn't
mean
remember
she doesn't
her?
remember her? Like that was so stupid.
Yeah, but
to
that
me.
was not like it was like she did remember her.
I know, but it was just like I was like I don't.
It was
I
like a
don't know.
bit.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't like it.
Yeah.
and
Well, there is a good. I will say, like there is a twist, and there is a twist at the end that I thought was well done.
well, I don't know if I'll pick it back up.
It's fallen into the Project Hail Mary
Yeah,
dark hole.
exactly. And
Which is but that's a tough comparison.
No,
because
no,
Project
no,
Hail
no,
I'm
Mary
saying
is
for
so
Rhea.
much
I'm saying
better.
for Rhea, like
For
of
starting
like
season.
starting
Yeah.
and stopping.
whatever. That's it because I watched the whole second season of How I Met Your
How I Met
Mother.
Your Mother.
There's 22 episodes
Yeah.
in the second season, so that kind of took up my time.
I mentioned last week, but I saw the new Spider-Man, Brand New Day. I really enjoyed it. I'd actually love to go see it again. I'm excited for it to come out when I can watch it at home as well. But give that a B+. I did really like
I
it.
thought you were gonna say higher.
A B+ is very high.
It is.
You know, like a B+ in my mind, this is like high 80s.
Is
Like
this,
I get
is
like
this the best
if I
one?
was going 100 scale, I'm giving this like a 89 out of 100.
Is
you
this
know?
your favorite Tom Holland Spider-Man movie?
I don't know. It's hard for me to compare. I haven't watched some of the other ones in a while, so it's like I think I need to watch them all close together to really be able to rank them. There's a new season of Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso is back. He is in Kansas City. He is working in a grocery store. A lot of immediate questions of like, grocery store was the only thing he could be doing.
Wait, so I don't know anything that I'm assuming he it didn't work out or something.
No, well, it does. It ends, and then he's like, I'm gonna move home to be a better dad and like take care of my son. But they all come back. They all come to Kansas City to get him because they want him to coach the Richmond women's team. That's the whole premise of the season, that he goes back to coach the women's team.
Kansas City, they're going to be a Travis Kelce cameo, or you think?
He's already leaving Kansas City, so yeah, I think that was just really to start it. I give episode 1 a C+. I feel like I got to get into it more. I want to meet the women on the team. All I have to say is if Keely and Roy, if Keely and Roy don't figure their shit out, I'm going to be very frustrated. Like, I was angry when when I thought the show was ending for good and they weren't together, and I'm going to need them to make that work, to make me happy. Latest episode of Dancing with Stars Next Pro did say goodbye to Stephanie, Ezra's sister, which I was sad about because I think she's a fantastic dancer. They had to send home a couple, actually, which was really hard. I'm actually so excited to see who wins this at this point, getting into now later episodes, because we're so close to a new season and this person's got to gear up to really be a pro. It's a C. It's good. It's I liked this episode a lot because it was with Jenna and they were doing like chemistry, and it was I liked the episode. Joe and I finished the whole season 5 of The Bear, the last season. We hadn't finished it. Yeah. Flew through it. I mean, God, you just you have to press the next episode.
Yeah.
Because it's just one long day, basically.
I like how some of those episodes are really short.
They were, yeah.
But then some of them aren't,
ones. The last 2 were like an hour, but the other ones were all pretty short.
Yeah. But I like the idea of like, just make the episode as long as it needs to be, and not like we need to hit an hour or we need to hit 40 on every single one. I
actually enjoyed this season a lot. I liked that it was very fast paced. We're in the kitchen. It was really like one long day. And I liked the ending. I was like, give them the happy ending. I know I guess it's a spoiler if you haven't watched it. It's been out for a while, but in the last episode, when he's telling Sydney about the star, I was like so locked in, and when she was like, "Did we get it?" and he's like shaking his head, and I out loud I went, "Please say you got 2."
Yeah.
So I'm happy. I feel like they were all in such a great place. I loved seeing Richie's storyline throughout this all. I kind of feel like he really ended up being my favorite character on the show. I'll give season 5 a B. Solid. Good.
Did you ever watch that the one-off episode that
I never did?
Because they kind of like referenced that.
I know they did.
Yeah.
I kind of figured.
Yeah.
Like there were some scenes where I was like, oh, I bet you that's from that episode.
Yeah.
I watched the first episode of the new season of Lioness. This show is so good Zoe Saldana, it's Nicole Kidman. It's intense, but it is. They always rope you in the first episode because it's like they always hit you with what happens at the end of the season, and then they bring you back, and they're like, then you learn all the thing that builds up to that moment, and just like starts off with her being kidnapped. So you're like, oh fuck. And you're going back to seeing how that happens. Episode 1, I'll give a B+ because I feel like it'll just get better, but I really, really like Lioness. I have to catch up. I was saving the finale of House of the Dragon because that did come on. I saw people were fucking raving about it. So that made me not watch it on Sunday night when I got home from the wedding because I was like, I am not in the right mindset for this. So I'm doing that tonight. Sterling Point is on the list, and there's a new season of Walter Boys that came out too. So I'm locked into my teeny bop shows this week. I'm gonna catch up on that. And I still have to finish Ransom Canyon. I watched episode 5 on my way to DC. We got to do something about like people hooking up with brothers. Like it's just happening too much in shows these days, because there's a parallel storyline with like Megyn Kelly and Josh Duhamel's characters, but then there's like the young high school couple, and she's kissing her boyfriend's brother. Like, come on.
No,
you know,
honestly,
like,
it's quite frankly despicable.
if we can't keep doing this,
if we really take a step back at the Summer I Turned Pretty, that shit was nuts.
but it's just like
if
it's just,
we really,
yeah. But it's just happening in everything now. I feel like it's
Yeah.
just like
Because I see the success of
yeah,
these shows.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, look, I'm curious to see how that all pans out.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy's looking through the window watching his girlfriend kiss his brother.
Why
well,
never, why-
listen, there's a reason these categories are so popular on other websites.
why never the other way around? Why is it never a guy kissing two sisters?
That does happen on these other websites.
Yeah. Oh man, and so I'll give episode 5 a. I like Ransom Canyon. I'll give it a B-. And that's everything I watched.
Okay, I finished Mad Men finally. Really like,
We're so
Round of
proud of
applause.
you.
because I was watching this like in March or something, and then I took a
It's been a long time.
giant break, and then I just plowed through it. Just a great show. Like,
Yeah.
just it lives up to the hype. Probably exceeded the hype for me because I went in being like, I don't think I'll love this. The ending, I like the ending. Like, it fit, and I feel like it didn't. It was one of those shows where it knew when to end. Like, even though it was 7 seasons, it felt like they could have kept going, and it was
Yeah.
like it was good that they ended it. So I'll give it an A-. Just
Solid.
that, hey, shout out to John Hamm.
Nice.
And then I went to the.
Can I ask you, are we a John Hamm fan now?
I wouldn't say I'm like a John Hamm fan, but I respect John Hamm like
Okay.
as an actor.
Why can't you be a fan of him if you respect him and if you
Well,
respect him as an
well,
actor?
Well, I like
Wouldn't
a lot
that
of
make you a John
actors,
Hamm
but I'm not walking around saying I'm a John Hamm fan.
But if you respect him and like him as an actor, wouldn't you be a fan of him?
Yeah.
I
feel
guess
like you're
I
using
think fan is. I
in a
think
pretty
fan
strict
in my
definition.
mind is like I'm a fan of John Mayer.
No,
you know?
no,
like
you're,
I'm not like
you're,
I'm not
you're a
like,
stan of John Mayer.
okay. I'm a fan of.
You're a fan of John Hamm. You're
Kate Hudson. You know, like I'm not like walking around. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I like John Hamm.
That's just all
I
I
feel
was
like
asking. We
fan
don't need
makes
to
me-
like define what fan means to you.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like really like hard to reach that level. In
No, he did a
fan
great
in his
show,
I
like-
didn't know he holds that word to such high
Well,
esteem.
I didn't know that
Yeah.
either.
But like, would you
I'm
say that you're a fan
so
of
many
you're a fan of
people.
anyone you like in something?
Um,
Because I'm like, I like Bryan Cranston in Breaking Bad. I'm not a Bryan Cranston like fan. Like, I would say
Short.
maybe
Short.
I was a
Short.
James Gandolfini fan. I'm a Larry David fan,
right.
but then I can't put them.
Like,
I can't say I'm a fan of John Hamm. I don't like him as much as someone like Larry David.
like in things. That,
Although I do like John Hamm and Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
like you a fan,
There's
like you
also,
would
like
follow
level of
him.
fans.
There
Like, you
are.
can- you know, you
I
don't
gotta
Like
make
in
a tier
other,
list.
you follow him in other aspects. Like I'm
Yeah.
a fan of him. I follow him, or like, oh, I liked him in that, but I don't follow him in other things. But
Yeah.
I feel like you follow John Hamm in other things.
Yeah.
I just watch Your Friends and Neighbors, but
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 you
it's
didn't
just
even like him.
you,
in
I
that.
think you can put him in the umbrella of fan because
I'm a fan of. How about
Regardless-
this? How about this? I'm a real big fan of Don Draper.
Right, but okay, but also,
But you're a fan
if you're a
of both.
fan of James Gandolfini, who was really famous for one thing,
But I've seen him in
Then-
other stuff, and I just kind of like him outside of like.
it's in my mind it's just like I'm a fan of the Jonas Brothers. I'm a fan of
Are you both
Ed
fans?
Sheeran. Like, but I love the Jonas Brothers
you're,
more than
you're a
Yeah.
Jonas Brothers
you know,
stan.
yeah. But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm
I
saying,
think
like,
stan is the ultimate fan level.
Are you a
Yes.
stan of anyone?
but I would still say I have fan levels, and the difference are. But I would just use the word fan, like not think
There's
about it that deeply.
there's nobody that I'm a fan of that can do no wrong in my eyes. Like I am a
Well, but-
fan
but-
of a
but-
lot of people, but
I would call
don't,
John Mayer out if he did something wrong. I'm not supporting
No,
him.
no,
matter
not
what.
like that though. But like in a way that like I don't know how to describe it. Like there's nobody that I'm like
Harry
Harry
Styles.
Styles, for example. I'm a huge fan of Harry Styles, but I did not like Harry's House, and I will openly admit that and
I didn't
talk
like John
about
Mayer's
it
last
nonstop.
album.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
do. Yeah, that's true. So maybe I'm a Harry Styles stan,
yeah.
but not like.
The internet stan has like a derogatory term now. I feel because of like Twitter and stuff. Like those people who defend with their dying breath. Like
Right.
that's.
It is hard to decipher what stan or fan means.
I would
to
say
you.
like you're like. It's like the Spotify rap thing. Like you're in their top 1% of like
well,
that type
I'm
of
not
thing.
a Drake stan.
No.
but I am I guess a fan of his music, but I wouldn't say
Yeah.
oh, now you got me all tripped up about the fans and stan stuff. Like, wow, it is deeper. It is deeper when
it's
you
just
really
like
I think it's okay to say you're a fan of John Hamm, though.
Listen, fine. I like John Hamm.
Yeah.
I like John Hamm.
I like John Hamm.
Yeah, fan just sounds like I don't know. I don't know
I'm a
why it's
fan of
hard.
John- it can
for
also
me
be
to say
very
that.
lax. Like, yeah, I'm a fan of John Hamm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like in the cadence.
Or I'm a huge fan of
I'm a
John
f-
Hamm.
Yeah, I love John Hamm.
Right. It's you're
Yeah,
you're
sometimes
interchangeably
fan
using
just
like and
seems
love.
like an adjective.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a fan. I'm
Or-
a,
or
I'm,
you
I'm
meet-
a fan.
or
I'm
you-
a fan. I'm a huge fan.
Right.
Massive fan.
You meet somebody like that's not famous. You're talking a conversation. Yeah, I was a fan of them.
Yeah.
If they were
You
like,
know, but
"Oh, you like
that's, like,
John
could
Hamm?"
be
No,
light.
if I was in a conversation with like a stranger, like, "You like John Hamm?" Oh yeah, he was great in Mad Men.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm not
but
gonna
you're,
say I'm
you're
not.
Oh yeah,
I'm not
a
like,
huge
"Oh, I
fan."
love John Hamm."
But if someone brought up to us,
We got to wrap this up.
if someone brought up to us Harry Styles,
Yeah.
we'd both be
I'd say
like,
I
"Oh,
love
do you guys
Harry."
like Harry Styles?"
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Oh my god,
Love
we're a
him.
huge
Yeah, I
fan.
love
We love
Harry.
him."
Yeah.
See, that's the difference.
Like I say,
If my first, how about this? My
you come
first
up with
thought
new
when you say
conversations every day.
when
on
you
this
say
show.
John Hamm, my first thought goes to Mad Men. If you say like if you say someone else that I actually am a fan of, it's not just like, oh, that one thing that I like them in, or like I do like him in other stuff, but that will be like I think of his character before I think of him. If that makes sense. I don't know. I'm talking in circles now.
No, I
I
accept your
appreciate
answer.
the discussion, though.
I
you know?
accept your answer.
I do
yeah.
appreciate the discussion.
So yeah, I went to the movie theater and saw Tony, which is the Anthony Bourdain movie, which
I heard this was fantastic.
it was really good.
Are you an Anthony Bourdain fan?
I would say I am.
Are you saying Pan or Pam?
And
I I think during like COVID, I really like got into like I was trying to watch like his
Yeah.
No Reservations and like,
I'm a
that show.
Bourdain fan.
Yeah, I wasn't like a giant fan when he was still alive. I'll admit. I did try to read his book. I have his book. I think I'll try to finish it now. I started it,
Book's really good.
and then which is this movie is loosely based
So are
on.
you a bigger fan of Anthony Bourdain or John Hamm?
It's not even close. It's Anthony Bourdain. Yeah. And I watched his. He had a documentary come out a couple of years ago that was really
Yeah.
good too.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, I want to finish the book, but especially like if you're, because this is focused on 1975 when he like was starting out and he went to Provincetown, Cape Cod, and that's like where he got to start. But if you're like from or know the Cape at all, like this movie is like the best thing ever because
Yeah.
it's all shot in the Cape. Like there's so many things where you're like, oh my god, like I'm always
And
there.
he was great. Dominic Sessa.
He's amazing. I will say, like, which I don't think it's a bad thing at all, but I did get a lot of parallels to the Holdovers, which he's in both movies, but in the sense of like he's this kind of like lost kid, and then he had Paul Giamatti in that movie, and then in this movie he has Antonio Banderas as like kind of like a mentor type thing, and very similar in that aspect. But I love the Holdovers. This movie is great. Antonio Banderas was great. The soundtrack was great. Stavros was very funny. I mean, he's like playing himself. And also Leah Woodall is like rising up the ranks for me because my favorite movie of the year.
Perhaps we will be a fan
No,
someday.
no, I am a fan of Leah Woodall. I'll say that out loud.
Okay.
Because Tuner is my favorite movie of the year.
Yeah.
And that was him. And then he's in this movie.
You
and
do
he's,
like all the. It's like he has done amazing.
he's
you
good
know,
at
he's been
picking
good in
roles.
everything
He was
he's
great
done.
in that show One Day.
One Day, fantastic. He was good on White Lotus.
Yeah, he's great on White Lotus. And then this, he's great in this.
Yeah.
And I did appreciate that they didn't really like hold back in terms of like how they talk. Like Leah Woodall, like they're talking as you would think someone in a kitchen in 1975 would be talking. They're not like,
Yeah, right.
it's not G-rated, you know?
Right. Yep. Yep.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it was great. And then I have a crush on whoever's playing the love interest of Dominic now.
Classic.
But yeah, this is probably like I would say my second favorite movie this year behind Tuner.
Nice.
Amelia Jones. I don't know if you know
Oh,
her.
I don't know her.
But yeah, highly recommend. I think it's not like it's like limited until like August 21st or something, like limited
Oh,
theaters.
Amelia Jones. I see her. Yeah. Oh, she was in Task.
Oh, that's where I knew her from. I was like, why do I know her from?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely say go out and see this. So I want to see it again. but I want to go see it in the Cape, you know,
Mm-hmm.
for that
Yeah.
extra.
Get
Yeah.
the feel for it.
Yeah. So I'll give that an A. And then I watched the new limited series, The Bombing of Pan Am 103,
Yeah.
which obviously is, as you would think, like very heavy
Mm-hmm.
topic, which a lot of the people who died on that plane were Syracuse University students because they were coming back from London too. So I remember when I was going to London, like that was always brought up. But it was just so much Syracuse like memorabilia, like people wearing stuff in the thing, which was kind of interesting. But it's Mike Ross is like one of the leads in this from Suits.
Yep.
Great show, like definitely.
How many
really
episodes?
serious. Only like 6 episodes, I think. I'll give it a B plus. Like, yeah, not much else to say. Just
Yeah.
Solid,
I've seen people enjoying that, just saying like good limited series.
Yeah,
I feel like people are enjoying it more. Maybe they just saw like pictures or whatever and had lower expectations
yeah,
from it popping up on Netflix and then watched it and thought it was good.
yeah. There were some like actors who had great performances.
Great.
And then my last thing is I watched this movie that I wanted to watch months ago, and then I just forgot about it. And then now that I'm done with Mad Men, I'm like back to
You have-
scrolling
You have
Prime,
free time.
and I was like, oh, I forgot to watch that. Caroline, Samara Weaving. She was here.
Yeah,
on Fight
she did
Show.
that show.
Yeah.
But it was a great movie. Basically, her and it's kind of like what now I'm blanking. What's the couple, the famous couple that like robs like
Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde, kind of that like
You know, the couple.
Yeah. Basically, she meets this guy who's like a con man, and they just kind of drive around and start robbing people.
Yeah.
But just like a quick, great movie, and also Samara Weaving. Like I've had a giant crush on her since Ready or Not, which is another great movie. But she was amazing, and the movie was great. So I definitely recommend it. A minus.
Hell yeah.
So
good
that's all I
score.
got.
Awesome.
All right. That wraps up the weekly watch report and everything we watched this week.